So today I'm going to bleed the brakes on a Mark 6 Golf on my own with no more than an empty spray bottle and a bit of hose. Here we go. Hello, you're very welcome to Gerry's DIY. If it's your first time here and you'd like to learn how to make stoves, waste oil burners, today we're fixing cars. You could start now by subscribing and click on the bell notification so you don't miss anything. Here we go. Okay, so I've done a video like this before. It's got 1.5 million hits on it, or thereabouts, and I got lots of grief over bubbles in the fluid. So I'm going to give this a go and see if we can get it done without any bubbles in the fluid. Here we go. Now this is very handy. This is just your standard spray bottle. Okay, this one is empty. This one was a window cleaner product. Okay, we've got the pump off it. We've got some 6mm hose, which is the 1/4 inch hose, which is the clear stuff. The blue stuff on the end is 8mm, right? And it's literally just hose in a hose. So the tubing that comes with the spray bottle just goes in there. I'm just pushing them together, nothing special, just nice tight fit, okay? The blue hose is the same, it just pushes in, it's just a nice fit. The reason I'm using the blue hose is it goes over the bleed nipple, no problem. Okay, so that's all we have. We've about maybe 2 feet of hose in total. Could be shorter, could be longer, it doesn't matter. This creates a vacuum on the hose and the vacuum pulls the brake fluid out the bleed nipple. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to put, this takes an 11mm spanner. So I'm just going to put an 11mm ring spanner on the bleed nipple, crack it open and put this on. Now the difference this time around is everybody suggested that I put some, grease under the bleed nipple on the thread. And the idea of that is that when I crack the bleed nipple and open it, and this is creating vacuum, that it doesn't suck any air in at the bleed nipple, on the thread on the bleed nipple. The grease should stop that. I don't know, but let's try it. Now, I've never done the brakes in this car before, but the brakes getting a bit spongy now, and it's just time. So, okay. Right, so you can see that moving there. Right. I'm going to leave the spanner on it. I'm just going to put the blue tube on it now. Right, now this couldn't be easier. Look, that only took a couple of seconds. So I've got my spray bottle, I've got my spanner, and we're just going to put a bit of grease. This just happens to be copper grease. It could be any sort of grease. I'm just using copper grease because I have some. Okay, and I'm just literally going to put that around the thread. Just in an effort to stop any air getting through. Now look, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter, because when it sucks bubbles through, the bubbles are happening after the cylinder. So it's not a problem. So there we go, look. I've cracked that open. We've got some grease on it. I've got a little bottle for the stuff, and if it works, we'll see brake fluid coming up this tube now. There we go, look at that. You can see bubbles as well there. So the grease didn't work for me with the bubbles. There we go, look. And that's it. That's how long it took to bleed the brakes. I'll just tighten that now. And that's it. You can see the fluid, I'm sure, and the bubbles. Now I tried the grease, hoping that it would, stop the bubbles going in. There are other ways of doing it. I could put PTFE and stuff like that around the thread and just kind of lightly tighten it back in. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because where it's sucking the bubbles in is after the brake cylinder. So, they're coming in after the brake fluid happens. So look, we've got a spray pump. It costs nothing. We've got a bit of tubing. Again, I had some lying around. And I'm just after opening the bleed nipple on the car. And as I pump this, you can see the stuff coming up the tube. And it's going to spray out there now. There we go, look. You hear it? See it on the other camera? Okay, now I know there's bubbles in the line. That's not a problem, because the bubbles are happening after the line and after the cylinder. So I'm just going to close this. All right, this works really easy. How it works is when you pump this, you're creating a vacuum in the line. When you've got enough fluid out with your spongy old brake fluid, or all of your brake fluid, but remember to keep topping up the reservoir. And so you put the stuff in the reservoir, pump a bit out, keep checking your reservoir, and it's possible to empty the entire line with this. All your brake fluid with this. You just keep topping it up, and if you're happy enough to stay there pumping it out, it'll come out, and that's it. So look, I bled the brakes on this Mark 6 Golf. No problem, done it on my own. I didn't need anybody in the car pumping the brakes, which is fantastic. And that's it. And look, that's all it is. You know, spanner, check. Little bit of hose, check. Spray bottle pump, check. And that's it. You know, didn't cost anything. And I have the brakes done on the car. So look, I'm going to leave it there for now. If you like the video, please thumbs up, subscribe down here. That'd be fantastic. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now. Thanks very much. Bye.